2. Hello and welcome to Watercooler, the second show of the week. We're doing it quarantine style. We promise you guys an extra show every week, and we delivered. So thanks so much for tuning in. This is a show where I, Chris Loxamana, hang out with my Coral Digital buds, drink some suds, and kick it Philly style. With me today, holy shit, who is that? Wait, guys, hold on. There is a stranger amongst us. No, wait, that's Matt Fondiler.
Hey, what's
different.
up?
What happened to
do?
you?
I have no idea. What are you talking about?
Did you shave?
You look at peace.
I feel at peace. I trimmed my beard yesterday, but
Trim.
not like anything crazy.
It looks pretty crazy to me. You'll have to see
Oh.
it to believe it by going on YouTube, searching for water.
You're not gonna believe what you see.
You won't believe your eyes. Matt Fondiler's here. What's up, Matt?
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Caelan Biehnn's here.
Going on?
Ooh,
Look at that sound. Oh, it sounds so nice.
Yeah.
gamer Caelan. It's
There you
nice.
go.
Yeah, and Gary Smith's here.
So what's up?
So what's up? And Mike Dawson.
I see them, but I don't believe them.
Miss you guys. It's
Same.
always nice to hang. We're gonna do a game night one night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's.
Yeah, but there's a lot we got to do. I know there's a Shay today.
Hey.
Flicking, and I have a bone to pick with Pixel Fun.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Pixel
Our
Fun,
beloved show artist.
our beloved show artist.
Nobody retweeted that because we all feel slightly bad for you
I did.
because you're screwed. That's what it is, dude. Go on.
It's one of those things now.
Did you, Gary?
I did. I quoted it and I said, I felt really bad about
Okay.
this for about
Okay.
2 seconds, and then I was overcome with joy. There are elements of it that I feel go a touch too far, but
Maybe I missed the Pixel Fun one. The one that I'm thinking of wasn't so offensive. What are we
Not the-
talking about?
not the speaker one.
Oh, now Chris is sharing his screen. The
Yeah,
Laxy pad.
So last
Oh,
show,
man.
last episode, I wanted to name the studio. I thought it'd be something, cool name, like like the Carvery.
God, it is
Carver.
disturbing.
or the or the I don't know, the badass station number 9, and
Right.
The
Or
badass
something
station.
cool like the NoHo Oasis.
yeah, it's like the
Oh,
NoHo
my God.
Oasis,
No.
the
No.
Long Beach Hideout, and Gary decided we should call it the Laxy Pad, and I made the mistake of not liking it on air and making sure it was known that I didn't like it, which unfortunately seals the deal for what people
That
call
is
it.
true.
And Pixel Fun, I asked him to make the speak per, which he did afterward. But first,
That's what I saw.
Black-
That's what I
now,
thought we were talking about.
Now I know this is an audio podcast, but you got to go to Twitter at Pixel Fun or his Instagram and look at this because it is masterful. He made it. He made my room that I'm in right now, but substituted the couch is made out of maxi pad.
I didn't even notice that.
I just noticed that.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
The lamp
man.
up top is maxi pads. The guitar shapes are maxi pads. Believe it or not, they actually look cool. So I would actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are pretty
Those are-
dope looking guitars, man.
This one's actually a really cool shape. I like
Yeah.
it a lot.
You should get a custom guitar like that and
My
then play it.
chair is a maxi pad. The rug is a maxi pad. I'm drinking the whiskey that I mentioned. You got a cat here. It's definitely not Gary's cat because it's too.
That's
AIDS kitty.
that's AIDS cat. That's AIDS
Okay,
kitty.
that's Tate's cat. Okay, and then
Are you sure? I'm 99% sure that's my cat. In fact, I recognize that picture.
Okay.
Oh, well then I guess
That's
that is
that's
Gary's
me.
cat.
Well,
Yeah,
then
that's
there
amazing.
you go.
Oh, all right. It looks
Ah.
very similar to.
It's only
to
it's
AIDS
only
cat.
half of her body. That's why Chris is confused.
well, anyway, and I'm performing on that big maxi pad chair. Yeah, it's actually very funny.
Chris's Dodgers hat is in the background.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a part of me now that just wants to go, you know what? I love the Laxy Pad. It's a really cool name, and I think we should keep it. What do you guys say? And then now that I like it so much, you guys would be turned off on the idea.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Oh,
think
so
it's
there's
correct.
a ploy on your side to try to get the name to change. There's
Oh.
it's any effort you make in that direction is futile.
It's a little reverse
That's
psychology,
correct.
you know?
It's
I
named. It's named, bro.
I was once, maybe you heard this, but Adam once called me the porcelain punisher. Don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I felt like, you know what? If I push against it, it's just going to make it worse. So I never pushed against it. And I was always like embracing it, thinking that it would just go away. And guess what? It doesn't go away. Either way,
Go away.
kind of can't
Either
win.
way.
So when the joke is that good, it lives on.
Was it that good? I agree. But anyway, while we got
You're
Pixel
welcome,
Fun
Gary.
up, we got to check out his other artwork here. He made the
There you
Speak
go.
Purr. Now we can really
With
market.
another shot taken at Macy. See, I thought that was Macy based on the
That's-
picture.
That's
Well-
definitely Gary's cat. Very
No.
zoomed out than what I'm usually seeing.
It's not even her face, but there is a tag that says Macy, so I think I can see how you make the mistake. But there are some details in here that I think are great. I saw one of the comments said that the speaker should be water cooler shaped, which is a good note, but as it is, it's great. And Dawson, do you see the little tagline here down at the bottom beneath the speaker? That's an ode to you, sir.
Because you can't pee on your cat when you're not home. That's
There you go.
brilliant.
A problem we all have. So
Now, here's my question. Why is it priced at $22.38? That's very specific, and I don't know
That
what
is
the
very
reference is.
there has to be a reason. Is that
I
Sour
said-
Shoes' final numbers in his? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, those aren't
No,
the
it's
numbers.
not. I stared at that for quite a few minutes trying to figure it out as well. I can't figure it out. So Pixel Fun, you're gonna have to drop us a line and enlighten us.
Hey, I noticed a difference between this picture and, say, the last 5 or 6 Pixel Fun pictures. Do you guys know what that difference is?
There's no banana that I can see.
There's no Alfred Hitchcock. Exactly. It appears that Pixel Fun's Hitchcock or Waldo is a banana. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't put one in this one.
Yeah, that's his logo. I think this is the first one I
Interesting.
can think of that there isn't one. But I
Yeah.
suspect, knowing Pixel Fun, that the cat ate it.
Maybe the cat ate it.
Yeah, Gary's fat ass cat.
Or maybe he's really ready to send this straight to marketing so we can start making some cash off of Speak Purr.
Mm.
Very possible. But anyway, this is the first edition, so make sure you get your orders in now. All right. I miss you guys. I wish I was outside with Matt. Oh, I love
Yeah, man.
that you get to go outside.
This is, I have an amazing yard. I got very lucky.
Yeah, you sure?
Your lawn is pretty stoked, bro. I really like your lawn. It's a good bocce lawn.
Yes,
Mine's kind of
we've been
lumpy,
playing some
torn up.
bocce
It's
ball.
not working real well. Yeah.
And how's everything?
Yeah, I've been trying to convince my wife to let us bring the badminton set back out because I feel like now's the time of year.
Bust
Get
it
the
out.
badminton in,
Nice.
you know?
I
You
played
got
bad-
6 feet between you?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
That matters.
Tons of room, and we got little
No, that's
glow
a
in the
great
dark
idea, dude.
birdies and stuff. You could even play at nighttime.
Please
It's really
call
fun.
them by their proper name, Matthew.
Oh, sorry, a shuttlecock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Well, that's just fun as hell.
Yeah. So that's your favorite yard game, badminton?
I haven't really given a whole lot of thought to favorite yard games, but it's definitely a toss-up between badminton and bocce ball. Those are
I
the
know.
2 best ones for
Dawson.
sure.
Let's give it some thought.
Dawson
Give us
loves
some
his
thought.
bocce ball. I know that.
What I love
What else
about
you guys
bocce
like?
ball is that you're not going to spill your beer while you're playing it. You know, like I'm not saying you're going to put the beer down when
It's a
you're playing
one-handed
badminton.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
you can keep the beer in your
Right.
hand while you're playing badminton, but you are going to spill some. But,
You're right.
you know, if you want to play the bocce ball, it's a much lower spill ratio.
I love how you
yeah,
take
you're
the
right.
spill ratio into account for your activities.
And
But
it's your golf. You guys remember doing that on the cruise? It can be a little tough because unless you do one-handed putts, it's a little difficult.
no, I've been playing cornhole for so long with a beer in my left hand that it actually balances me. So if I'm not holding the beer in my left hand when I'm tossing the beanbags in my favorite yard game, cornhole, I'm off balance. I'm off kilter. I'm airballing.
I just had a
I need
thought.
beer.
What if the XFL, when it comes back, they implement a new rule that whatever team is winning has to carry a beer in one hand while they're playing the game.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, Matt.
That's it. That's the show.
It's
That's
just-
my
yeah.
pitch.
Zero
Let's
sports.
move on. Let's,
like,
with
I
this,
got
we
an idea.
don't even need to.
For these
I can
we
save the
Let's not even
XFL.
entertain this idiocy. No, moving on.
Yeah.
They got
I got
face
it, I
masks,
got
bro.
it.
How are they
Oh,
going to drink the
oh,
beers?
oh. Think about
Just
it.
carry it?
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
challenge.
when they want a sip of their beer, it's going to get hit in their face mask.
Yeah.
Figure it out. That's what I'm saying. If you're a real athlete, you'll get around it. I saw a video today of I think it was an older couple. They took beer cans, they taped it to their garage, and then as the garage
I
opened, they tried to
retweeted
chug
that.
it. Oh, you did? Okay.
It-
That was great.
That was the awesomest thing I'd
That
seen
was fucking
all
hilarious.
year. I mean, that's on the level of, being 25 and bored and drunk. If they came up with this on their own
They didn't.
and
There
then
was-
execute it.
There was a video last
then-
week going around of younger people doing it, but I still reward. I
Okay.
compliment them for taking the ball and running.
It's also their age.
Assume the position.
Look at Chris
So
bringing in
good.
the tech. Caelan, have you seen this?
Yeah, I've seen like college kids doing this before.
Okay, well,
He nailed it. though. He is.
That dude's a partier.
Yeah. So
I so want to fucking party with
You
these
know-
people.
Matt, when you go to the fair, I know you would know this, and there's that game where you have the water gun, you have to hit the target to blow up the balloon
Yes.
or whatever.
yes,
it really
I've been
is-
heartbroken by that game.
That game, well, I hate that game for one reason. It is you need to hit the bullseye dead on. It's not really how long you could keep still, because it's actually quite easy to keep steady once you're hitting the bullseye. But really, it's who can hit the bullseye first, and then you just hold it there, because whoever hits it first is going to win. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what that was. Like, he nailed it right as that beer just dropped. Bullseye right in his mouth.
Yep.
Didn't miss any of it, except for the part that overfilled. But on target the entire time. It was impressive.
Can we circle back to other people's favorite backyard games? Because maybe this is something that people would appreciate doing in these quarantine times.
Yeah, I'm curious
Yeah.
what you guys like. I got a few. I can't
That's
decide. What do you guys like?
I've been calling Jen my corn queen.
Good.
Corn queen.
She's my corn queen.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of that. All right, but yeah, let's get our. Mine's cornhole. I just like it, and
Good one.
it's one of those things where like it's kind of why I don't play golf or soccer. If I'm not very good at it, I don't care to learn to be good at it, and I just let it go. But cornhole, I'm actually kind of decent at, so I pick that. Caelan, what's yours?
I'd probably second Matt and go badminton. I really love badminton, and I don't play it often enough, but when I can, I always do. I love music.
You know what else is fun? Pool basketball.
Well, that's yes, but I mean,
Well,
if
that's-
you're gonna
yeah,
say
but that's
what's
a
your
pool
favorite
game.
Pool game, that's different.
Okay.
Not all
Just saying,
backyards.
people have pools in their backyards. Just
You
throwing it out
don't,
there.
and this is how we started it though. So we're going with
These are lawn
adding
sports,
grass.
my friend Matthew.
Yeah. Well, Matt turned into backyard sports, which pool basketball could be a backyard sport, but we'll stick with lawn. Bocce ball, which is kind of similar to cornhole almost, where you're just standing there holding your beer and you try to hit your target, which is
Yeah.
I am going to shock all of you with my number one game. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Condo golf. Have you
Yeah,
ever
well,
played condo golf?
I don't
No.
know what that is.
Okay. You get these little wiffle balls that are golf balls, but they're little wiffle balls. You throw a fucking frisbee upside down out into somewhere on the lawn, and you fucking play golf in your backyard, and the frisbee is the hole. You got to just fucking chip it in it.
Just play
Greatest
irons
sport
only.
ever. Yeah. You just get a wedge.
See, I don't even know. how to
You can,
I like
have,
that.
you can look. There are clubs galore. You can hit with any club you want, especially if you got a big place. You can hit over the house. You know, you can whack a fucking wiffle golf ball and it will go, but it ain't gonna hurt anybody and it ain't gonna go far.
All right.
That's a
I would
very
love
good
to play
point.
condo golf.
Yeah.
All right, guys. When all
Condo
this
golf
settles
is
down,
rad.
let's get a round of condo golf in as well. We should just do a lawn game Olympics in Matt's
I
lawn.
mean, we have to all be
I
in
like
the
it.
same lawn. Yeah.
Matt's backyard.
We need to throw in horseshoes, croquet.
Classic. We have a croquet set here as well.
I was always a big fan of yard darts, lawn darts, but I don't even think they make them anymore.
Yeah.
But lawn darts is fun.
Lawn darts. Do those?
I mean, it's actually not that fun. You just throw a projectile into the air. The fun part is it sticks in the ground, but there's almost no skill to it.
There's also that like spike ball thing. It's like a little trampoline. Have you guys seen that before?
I have seen that. That looks really fun.
Hipsters play it. I've never played it
No, I
either,
haven't.
but
It's basically, Dawson, you put a trampoline on the yard on the lawn, and then you have teams of 2, and you're basically playing handball with the trampoline being the wall. So
Okay.
somebody
I
will
get
hit
it.
off the trampoline, and then you get a chance to set it to Chris. Chris can set it back to you, and then you have to hit it off the trampoline again. And then me or Matt has to then hit the ball before it hits the ground. We have a chance to volley back and forth. So each team can touch the ball twice, and then it has to hit the trampoline. But if you really go at
Are you
it,
in a netted trampoline?
no, but that's the fun of it. If you really get on it, somebody has to run 15, 20, 30 yards.
Oh,
trying to
shit.
get it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Hey.
All right, but we would need a
it.
trampoline for that. But I'm in. Wow.
Are we okay to be showing Gary Jr. right now?
Yeah.
hey, Gary Jr.
Yeah, he's good.
I
Oh.
don't know if this is working right now, but I'm sharing the screen to show you
No,
guys.
I
the
can
spike
see
I
it.
can
ball
see all your
display.
tabs, Matt. What are you doing?
Oh shit!
Wow,
Got,
dude.
Oh, no,
exotic.
bookmark.
Right there.
Thankfully, I didn't have any like risque lingerie tabs open or
Yeah.
whatever, like that one senator did.
I had
That's hilarious.
for the Corolla show, I shared my screen, and in one tab was like a broccoli cheese bake recipe. Like a loser. I was like, oh no! Look at that,
That's so funny.
Gary
Oh,
Jr.
Lord.
Hi.
Hey, Gary.
Is he making noises? Saying any words?
Yeah.
Oh, who's that pretty lady in the
Mama.
background?
He'll say mama or dada every now and then. I don't think it's really him saying that stuff, but he'll make those sounds that definitely sound that way. He is his new thing is he crawls. Caelan, you got anything like that going on yet?
Oh yeah, she's crawling around.
Yeah, it's quite an adventure trying to keep up with them. Mine chases the cats quite a bit. Hi. You're confused as to what
Oh.
aren't you? You have to be. Well, I've been handed this because I think my wife is about to make a water cooler appearance.
Hey, all right.
Oh, a
Love to have
debut.
her on. Jeez, love these shows. And Gary, what was your favorite lawn game, or what is your favorite lawn game?
Probably badminton, but I like to
Wow.
almost never get to play it. And to be honest with you, I think if I got a chance to play it, spike ball might be my new favorite.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try that really bad.
Awesome.
I'd be down for some.
That looks like a lot of effort. It looks like
Yeah, it's a
something
lot of running.
that a 46-year-old injury-prone poor ankle person I want to really gear up before playing a game of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also say
With that said, I'll crush you all.
I was gonna say the spill quotient of spike ball, very difficult to play with a beer in your hand and not spill.
Yeah. That's a big factor.
That's why bocce
Yeah.
is the game.
I mean, that is what I'm saying. It gives it almost a slight edge.
Yeah. Man, Gary's showing.
What's up, Joya?
Totally cheating right now.
All right. Well, my
What is
mic
he?
is in the
Oh,
way.
that's right. He got an extra show and tell.
We have a
It's
special
like Joya is not alone either.
Yes.
Joy, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Headphones on.
Well, she's putting her headphones on, and her fat cat just jumped out of her lap. So we'll just-
Oh,
That is a huge
hey,
cat.
Joya.
Hi, guys.
hey, we can hear. Hey,
Hey.
everybody, welcome,
Hey.
welcome, Joya. Gary's
These,
wife.
these mics are directional. You're gonna want to really get down to the barrel of the mic.
As Matt's just like, you're gonna want to get.
I got AirPods on, man. My mic moves with my fat head.
How are you guys?
Oh, great!
Great.
Welcome to the show. We're all big fans of you.
Yes.
And your cat.
So I heard you
Your
wanted to come
husband's
on.
kind of a weirdo, though.
Eh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. Uncle Patch said you wanted to come on the show a little bit. And yeah, so what's going on? What's on your mind?
Just heard that you guys are slandering my cat, and I feel that it's very rude and unnecessary. And now there are false pictures of her floating around the internet. I understand. She's
You
ashamed.
may have the cat may have a lawsuit on its hand. There are some slanderous photos that have been
We've already
posted.
talked here, Ghost. It's all in the works.
Oh man.
I think it may be, Joy, all in the way that you deliver this to the cat. I mean, if you deliver this on a positive note that, hey, look, any exposure is good exposure, we may be able to avoid this whole lawsuit thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was out of my hands. She's upset. Okay.
She's famous.
Clearly, the baby is
She's
distressed.
famous now.
Famous for being called obese. Very hurtful. Well, I just.
Hey, I saw a picture.
That is not her.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, the speak person. She's our spokesperson for the
Yeah.
Telling me that Dawson pees on animals.
Dawson, you're gonna have to clean yourself.
I do 100%. Yes.
Things like Dawson is gonna have to drink a big gulp before he pees on that cat. It's hurtful. It's rude. and I
Okay,
don't-
well, Dawson doesn't pee in your cat, but what are your
I
thoughts on
didn't say
Dawson?
that. Well, wait a second. Now I didn't say any of these things. I'm only guilty here of peeing on animals. I never said I would pee on your cat, right?
All right.
So this is all other people. Let's yeah. I'm very upset about this too, Joya.
Oh, you're upset.
I'm very upset about it. I want to join the class action lawsuit. And I'm keeping a list of all those people on Twitter.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah,
keeping
Joy, what are your thoughts? Because you're a well-known animal lover. Now we finally have you on air. Dawson's been going on for almost a year, admitting
At least.
urinating on his pets in order to.
I don't think they were all
Arguably,
his.
I am an animal lover as well, because every animal speaks the
That's
language
true.
of pee, and
Caelan
I am
is
speaking
correct.
their language.
Caelan is correct, by the way. They weren't all him.
Yeah,
They weren't all his animals. So, Joya, what are your thoughts on that? Because Dawson says that he's an animal lover too. So you guys are cut from the same cloth. You
Oh.
should be getting along swimmingly.
Not an effective training tool. Not a good
I never pee on my animals. I pee on other people's animals, and it is an effective technique.
No, you're
Those
going-
dogs shut the fuck up when I said so.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Julie's
And argue with results.
Yeah. So
I
what
have
if
zero reason to lie. I have
if
zero
Gary- if
reason
Gary
to lie.
Jr. was,
100% it's true.
was a little too loud? What would you do about it,
not pee on him.
He was talking to Dawson.
Dawson?
Now, Joya, I'm not sure if you've heard the entire story, but I lived next door to very, very loud dogs who were kept outside purposely by their owners. And I talked to the dogs and be nice with them.
No.
But when I walk outside, they just start barking and barking and barking. We had a chain link fence. I just started peeing on the fence. And then if a dog got too close, I peed on the dog.
He's changing his
About a
story.
month later,
I've
and then
seen
about a
on
month
the fence.
later, I walk outside of my house and the dogs start barking and I go, quiet. And they both shut the fuck up.
No, I don't think that's true.
It's 100% true.
See, Joya, you say it's not true, yet have you peed on your neighbor's dogs?
I have not yet.
So there's no way that you could know that it's false.
True.
This is true. I guess you got me there.
Yeah,
me
so
on a
we'll have to
technical
try it before you can continue your argument with this situation. You're
I've
gonna
been
have
in the
to
field.
experimentate.
I've studied.
Are you smoking a cigar, Dawson?
Trying to
Why do you have a
figure out
cigar
what's going
cutter?
I was.
He's
Alright.
gonna keep
I was
one-upping
smoking a
it. He's
cigar.
gonna be smoking crack in the next episode.
I'm gonna get some Red Band.
Bring in the baby. Stacey would like to say one closing thing, but now she's hiding because she's.
No,
embarrassed.
she's probably eating somewhere. Joya,
You just
Yeah.
wait till you have an
So
animal someday.
what's it like being quarantined with Gary and Gary Jr.? How are you loving it?
It's not bad.
It's not bad, right?
Gary Senior works most of the day, but it's nice to be able to pop in on him and bother him with the baby throughout the day. Makes it a little bit easier.
He's
got to
so
pop
cute.
You got to pop in today with Gary Jr. and see Judd Apatow inexplicably guessing on Reasonable Doubt. It was a nice surprise if anyone wants to listen Saturday morning. Yeah, it's the best, man. It's
not
the
bad.
best.
How are you guys?
That's
all doing?
cool.
Oh, we're great.
I'm stoked for you guys.
Dawson,
Yeah, we're doing a
being on
nice little,
dogs, passing the time.
nice little Friday show.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary Jr. wants to get on the mic. He's reaching for it. Go ahead.
Yo,
He's
Gary
reaching for it.
Jr., spit it. Yo, go.
What have you just
Was
said?
that
My cat's
necessary,
not back.
Matthew?
Damn.
I think you're
Oh.
taking a little advantage of this
Oh.
outside thing. You're turning into a G.
Yeah, you guys, anyone who
Cheers,
doesn't
guys,
have
by
kids
the
might
way.
not understand this, but he just wants to put it in his mouth. So, cheers.
Cheers. Caelan, where's your iced tea?
Water today.
Water.
Mm.
Just a sip of water. He's like, I'm having one drop of water today.
Yep.
All right, let's get into some Shay. I've been wanting to get into some Shay Fondiler. Wait, is Joy leaving?
She's Macy wants to say goodbye, and then Joy is taking off. I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
We-
I see
we-
the cat.
yeah. Or we'll tell Joy to put her headphones on. Joya.
Hi, Kitty.
Just gotta put the cat down again.
I love cats, dude.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dawson.
It's just funny because we're about to start a food segment and Gary's fat ass cat just decides to come on.
This is
Coincidence?
Why don't we get into some Shay Fondiler?
she's smaller than the baby.
So cute.
All right, Matt, we're all wondering, especially Gary's cat.
Gary's screen is going to go off for a second, so we can plug his light back in. But while I do that, Matt, what's on the menu?
Yeah.
Oh, well, as we record
Wait,
this,
before you get on this, is Joy mad at me? Do you think she's mad at me? I'm worried.
She's not happy.
Oh, God.
I think you're
She's the one
fine.
that called him pouchy to me. So I thought it was free reign.
No, you should know that about cat nicknames. Only the owner is allowed to call them by the nickname. Otherwise, it's incredibly racist. So
Wait a minute.
just keep that in mind, Chris.
Oh.
I'm still unclear on what we did. Why is she mad at us?
She's mad
Oh,
at
just
us
Chris.
because
We call her
her
cat
is-
Yeah,
cat.
just Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of us are fine.
Although,
Alright,
to be
but-
fair, Dawson also peed on some animals, which was recently covered on the show.
She's
so.
stoked about that either. You're
Yeah,
right.
but I think I fully explained myself. I believe I'd stand vindicated in a court of law.
All right,
Mm.
Matt. What's
Matt,
on?
what's on
Yeah.
the menu?
Hey, well, as we record this, last night was my 4th wedding anniversary.
Ooh,
So-
What
Thank
material
you.
is
Thank
that?
you. I'm glad you asked. It's apparently the linen anniversary.
Nice.
So
I'm very
Yeah,
interested in this
that's
shape
fun.
bundle, Matt. I never realized it, but we're 12 days apart on that front. So I need some quarantine anniversary tips here.
oh well, you've come to the wrong person because I've been fucking it up. So haven't been
Weeks from
doing
now,
great
I'll
on
do
that
shape
front.
bundle life.
No, it's funny because actually last year was our leather anniversary, and I thought we had agreed not to get each other anything, but apparently I didn't understand that leather was one of the exciting ones. So I got a gift, and then I spent the entire year trying to make up for it. So
Oh,
I
no.
finally got a leather jacket about 2 weeks ago, just in time. And so the 4th anniversary is the linen anniversary. So we've decided that we're just gonna buy some new bed sheets together,
Oh, great.
right? I think that should
Nice.
be
You know what? Throw in
Anywho.
some fucking Turkish towels as a little side gift. Trust me.
good. Maybe.
What are Turkish towels?
Yeah.
What makes them Turkish?
They're those real
They're not
nice
from
soft
Turkey.
ones. They're real. You dry yourself off with them. It doesn't even
Good one.
feel like they're drying you off, but you're just so happy when it touches your skin.
I hate
Mm.
I just got
soft
some. They're good.
I prefer the rougher ones that absorb more, like at a hotel.
They
Wait.
absorb, but it tricks
Do
you.
soft
And yeah,
towels
it's
not absorb?
I'm feel you.
Not nearly as well as a harder towel.
I can make an
True.
argument both ways. but
He's
here's-
100% right.
No.
Since we diverted into towel talk, here's the life hack for everyone, especially our larger listeners. What you need is a bath sheet. Now that will
Yes.
change the game.
What is that?
That is a much larger towel which I don't know if you need, Chris, but for all of our normal sized listeners out there,
For me, that's just a
bath
towel.
sheet is a game changer.
A bath sheet. Well,
I
Matt,
like that.
I mean,
I've never Amazon searched for a bath sheet.
Do yourself
Yeah.
a flavor, sir.
one of
Have Turkish
Matt's
ones.
earliest claims to fame was the tummy towel.
That's right.
Where he would when he wraps himself with a towel
Would.
right about an inch below the nipples. Is kind of where it ended, right?
Yeah. Why'd you do past tense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you mean would? I haven't stopped doing that. I still use a towel every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off
There's
track here.
crotch.
Oh, Gary.
Whoa, Gary. What is
Gary
happening right now?
has a light he got for his computer. I saw it go out, so he flipped his screen down to turn it back on. And there he is.
Hey,
We see it.
there he is.
This thing arrived about 15 minutes before we started, and
Wow.
for the first time, this has never happened to me before. The postman knocked on my door and said, "This is short on postage. You got $3?"
I've
Oh, wow.
never heard of that.
So I didn't have time to charge the thing. So it died right when Joya walked in. So I tried to just plug the charging cord in, hoping that it would just stay on. But the closest USB is my USB hub. Let's plug it into my computer and see if that helps.
Tech Talk.
If
Fucking Tech Talk? What is
postal
happening?
We were in
carriers.
Towel Talk.
Doing
Sounds
shit.
towel
Yeah, Towel Talk.
Yeah.
Tech Talk.
Wait, can we get,
Well,
can we
look,
get
dude.
a Watercooler census here? Consensus. I say rough towel. Dawson says soft towel. Matt says soft towel. Gary,
Both are great.
Oh, get out of here.
do you have a preference though?
It's an
Oh.
acceptable answer
Oh.
because it's true.
We're
Soft.
talking specifically
Soft.
about water absorption.
Listen,
Girl,
no.
no,
Here,
well, no,
bath
no, no.
there is
Just
my
overall.
towel opinion. Bath sheet. Anything smaller, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, GTFO.
Washcloth,
Caelan.
get out.
Soft, of course.
Soft. You guys.
Well, seems pretty.
Boy.
I love a rough towel. All right, go ahead, Matt. What's on the menu?
Flickable 9 out of 10 beans.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So obviously everybody's just cooking at home these days, getting the usual delivery service. So my parents wanted to do something special for us, so they offered to pay for a very nice dinner that we could just go pick up, basically. So there's this great Italian restaurant in Pasadena called Union that I may have talked about on a past episode of this show, but we got to do Union take-home style, which was a little bit of a step down. It doesn't really matter how fast you drive. It's just going to lose a little bit, you know.
Especially
but all
with
the flavors
Italian
were,
food.
Yeah, exactly. But we tried to make the most of it. We had these fake candles from our wedding that we put on the table. We put on some cheesy Italian music. Sort of felt like we were in like the Venetian in Las Vegas. You know, like not
nice.
music that you would actually hear in Italy, but like what tourists think Italy sounds like. That's kind of what the
That's fine.
soundtrack was.
Did you play that one opera song?
The one that's in The Sopranos, that one.
Yep.
Are
That one? Did
That's
you guys
right,
play
that
that
was
one?
Fuck yes, we
That
did.
was on there?
We absolutely did.
One
That's
from
a
Step Brothers?
classic song.
Proud of
No,
you.
it's in Sopranos. It's,
It's in The Sopranos. yeah.
Carmela listens to that song like all the time.
It gets played
Anyway.
like 5 times in one episode.
Yeah, it gets played a lot. So we got this delicious mushroom polenta, which had some sherry vinegar and truffle butter. Again, just everything. The textures and stuff were a little off because it traveled, but the flavors were amazing. There was a squid ink pasta with lobster, but my favorite is this type of pasta called torchetti. Have you guys ever heard of or seen this pasta?
No.
It almost looks like a Twizzlers pull and peel. Like it looks like a bunch of pieces of spaghetti kind of lined together. I've never really had it
Interesting.
before, but
That's that newfangled pasta.
it must be homemade. This restaurant, you know, they home make all their own pastas there, but it had calabrese pork ragu, pepperoncinis, fried rosemary, and some house ricotta. And
Damn.
it didn't even matter the travel on that one. You just kind of mixed out all the sauce back up together again. Holy crap. It was spicy and just the perfect end to the meal. And then after it was all done, we watched an episode of Sopranos, because what else are you supposed to do after you listen to Italian music all night?
You
So
really,
that was
you really
our,
went on
we
yeah,
did.
you really made it the atmosphere.
Yes, and earlier in the day, we made the gin, blackberry, mint cocktails that were served at our wedding. Like, that was our wedding drink. So, oh, there you go. That's a picture of it right there. There's that torchetti. Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
putting it up.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's
I'd eat that.
yeah.
Dude. That's exactly what it looked like.
The weird
except it was
thing,
in a
like
cardboard
pasta,
box.
pasta is like this is gonna sound like I'm being mean, but I'm not. Pasta is like food at Taco Bell. Just pick a shape; it all tastes the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about
You
the
know?
sauces and everything. But
That-
overall, we
I
kind of
love it.
thought,
And I
we're
love
trying to
tacos.
think of, what type of, fine dining will actually travel, and we just kind of thought pasta may have a better chance of traveling than getting like a steak or something.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you know,
anyway,
if-
yes,
if I
Dawson?
may interrupt, as I always
Please.
do,
No, you're doing good.
Pasta. The great thing about Italian takeout is imagine a graph. Okay, so here's the quality of how good the food is. Out of the oven, it's this good. And then it starts to go down. And then the next day, it goes to here.
You don't heat it up, though, or
Italian
do you?
food is some of the best leftovers that you can just eat fucking cold. You guys ever eat cold spaghetti?
Yes.
I can't stand it.
Fantastic.
Cold Italian, cold pasta is a little hard for me.
No.
Look.
That's correct.
No, it is correct. It's completely correct. I can't stand people like, oh, I love cold pizza. Don't you guys just love having cold pizza? No, pizza will always be better hot. It's still, you can still eat it and be fine with it cold, but it will always be better hot. Like there's no changing my mind on that. Just because you're too lazy to heat it up, you don't prefer it cold. It's just I can eat it while being cold and it still tastes good. I think I like cold pizza. How good's cold pizza? You're insane. Okay, it's always better hot. And
I gotta go with Chris on this one. And not only that, although cold spaghetti is fine to just eat it cold, if you just put a dab of butter in the pan and just cook that old spaghetti in with all that butter, it is so much better. It is delicious.
I'm 100% with you. And that curve that I was talking about, when you just microwave day-old Italian food, it tastes better than it would have tasted 8 hours ago.
I agree.
There's that.
It does
Fuck,
somehow
it gets
magically
really
go back up
good.
again.
Yeah.
And then it gets not really good, and then it gets so much better because the pasta is at the time to really soak up all of that juice.
All of our
Yeah,
Italian
true.
chef listeners are just crying a tear. What do you like?
Well,
it?
that's what
the pan.
David Chang, who has a pretty awesome Netflix show called Ugly Delicious. If you guys don't watch that, do yourself a flavor. But he's talked a lot about how this new era is going to totally change the restaurant business. And there's certain companies that are trying to learn how to make delivery food better. And so I think he mentioned that there's some restaurant that the drivers have a French fry fryer in the car because the French fries never travel well. So they'll make the rest of the meal at the restaurant and then they'll fry your French fries while it's on the way. So you'll always get the hot and crispy French fries. Like little innovations
You can
like
outfit.
Wow, that's gonna
You
suck.
can outfit a Mercedes Sprinter van.
that. You could. What'd you say, Gary?
I said that is going to suck for the driver if he gets into a fender bender.
Oh, yeah. No shit. We're going to have Two-Face and Joker very quickly running around.
Matt,
You know what
Matt
I'm
took the bright side of that David Chang article because if we were reading the same one, his thesis in that article is basically the restaurant industry is completely dead. Dine-in restaurants are going away unless they are massive chains owned by conglomerates, and it was a very depressing read.
It was. But, you know, we'll see what really happens. I don't know. I choose to not be afraid of the things that aren't real.
Can you imagine just being in the backseat of an Uber who also doubles as a restaurant delivery person and just hot oil in the trunk?
Seriously.
I'd be so nervous to get rear-ended. Oh my God, I'll be scalded by this hot oil.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's
until that day comes, that's what's on the menu.
Yeah. All right. Guys, this show's going pretty long. We have a flick in. We'll do a quick flick in from Kaelan. I know we have
Flick-in.
to do it. Do you guys want to do show and tell still? Do we?
Yes.
We can save
Of
it, I
course,
guess.
we want
Oh,
to do show
no,
and
we have
tell.
to. Sure, let's
Everybody
do it.
wants us to do show and
It's
tell.
on the calendar as Watercooler show and tell.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody else do that, Gary.
Let's
All
just edit out my Shea Fondiler and then
No, I
re-air
like
it
the Shea.
next week.
Edit nothing, Matt. You know that.
We edit nothing. All right, Kaelan, we'll do a quick flick in, do a show and tell, get our plugs
All right.
in, GTFO.
Quick flick in. As you know, I got a request 2 shows ago for The Platform, which just came out on Netflix. Now,
Right,
as you may know from the earlier episode, this is a Spanish film, so it's all in subtitles.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
flickable, 9 out of 10.
It's all in
Come on.
subtitles. I tried to do it with the English dubbing. It was weird. I had to switch it back to the subtitles. It's written, directed, and stars a bunch of people that you've never heard of. It's like a science fiction thriller movie where there's all these people in like what appears to be like a cell, and they have one cellmate and this giant platform that goes down every day with food that's been made from the very top. And so as the platform goes down, each person on each level can eat a certain amount of food off of the platform. And of course, by the time it reaches the lower levels, there's no food for the people there. So this movie is rated R, and that is a hard R, by the way. Chris, you cannot watch this movie. This is not going to be okay for you.
All right, I am fucking in, man.
It's
If
90.
Chris can't watch it.
Chris
I am
cannot
fucking
watch
in.
this movie. And also, Gary, you probably shouldn't have Joya watch this movie either. It's got a runtime of 93 minutes, and it's pretty damn good. It's a super original concept. It's gross. It's creepy. It felt like it dragged on a little bit. The ending maybe didn't stick the landing 100%, but from the concept, I really enjoyed watching it. It was a nice, interesting, original concept. And even though it is in Spanish subtitles, I've given it the flickable review with a 7.4 out of 10.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I'm very excited. I will be watching that this weekend.
There you go.
All right, let's do some show and tell. Let's start it off
Show
with
it.
Dawson. What do you got?
What I got is a pair of snips that I've had for the longest time. These snips are older than me, older than you, older than everybody. I can combine ages. But if you look very closely, now these are what I change my guitar strings with. Snip, 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 snip. But if you look closely,
Only 5 strings.
right inside, right there, it's
Oh.
engraved, and it says Betty. These are my Nana's. These are my Nana's snips that were her personal snips. I don't know what she snipped with it, but I snip guitar strings.
Nice.
And that, with my papa's needle nose pliers, I'm set.
Big fan of
Love
Glenn.
it. Yeah, I want these
Nice show and
guitar strings
tell.
too. Matt, what was the last thing you've snipped?
Whew. I have to really think about that.
I know Caelan's
Probably something around like, Christmas time, putting up decorations and shit, having to snip some shit doing that.
Oh, wait, your tree, I guess, your bonsai you snip.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I snipped
Yeah.
my bonsai
There you
tree.
go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Matt, what do you have for show and tell? That was great, Dawson. Thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
All right, so what I brought was one of my favorite souvenirs. It's actually like a 2-part souvenir. Gary and I had the pleasure of going to SpaceX because of a Corolla fan. And while I was there, I got this dope hat that says Occupy Mars, which I'm not going to wear because I just want to keep it. But we also went into the cafeteria, and I got a SpaceX Cafeteria Cup, which my wife thinks is like the dumbest souvenir ever, but I fucking love it because it's actually branded with SpaceX. And both of these items sit in like a little souvenir cabinet that I have in another room in the house.
Yeah, I will tell you
There you
this.
go.
I love that. And I agree. When I lived alone, my only decorations in my apartment were bobbleheads from all the various stadiums baseball stadiums I've been to, and the souvenir cups, which
Yeah.
it's a cup. It actually collects a ton of dust on the inside if you don't maintain them. I said these plastic souvenir cups with the little holograms if you twist them just ever so slightly. And Jen still makes fun of me for that. That was all I had that decorated in my house that wasn't functional. It was just strictly for decoration. And
Yeah, take what
they're
you can
gone
get.
now. Yeah, but I like that. The SpaceX paper cup, Matt.
That's
Very
right.
nice. All right. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Gary?
I like the SpaceX Cup. I'm proud of that.
You say me?
Yeah.
All right. So as we've talked about long and often on this show, if you have a business and you're going to make merch and you want people to wear that merch, you have to go high end and you have to have soft t-shirts. I recommend Tri-Blend, American Apparel if you can afford it. But we work in an industry where we get thousands of shirts coming through our office all the time. One of my projects for this quarantine is I'm going through all my shirts because I have way too many of them. But every shirt is judged on how it feels. But recently, we had a few shirts come into the shop, and Chris threw one of them my way and said, "Here, you want one of these?" And I felt it, and it was soft.
So soft.
But I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I will take one of those because that shirt's kind of funny, and I'll wear it, and I'll go home, and I'll have it on when I walk in the house, and I'll take a video for you of Joya's reaction. And I did that, and it was very funny, and we had a big laugh about it. And the mistake that I made was I then proceeded to sit on the couch and play with the baby and play with the cats and forget that I was wearing the shirt. Then I went out to a local wing joint to pick up dinner.
For people who aren't looking at it, the T-shirt says, "Ask me about my butthole."
This is from a recent sponsor that joined on to, I believe, one of Caelan's shows, for crying out loud. And
Tushy.
yeah, maybe a few others. Tushy, they make a bidet that I think Caelan got some product from them. But I got this shirt. I got one my wife's size, and we wear them around the house. I will not make that mistake again, because when I walked into my brand new local wing joint, by the way, which is owned by a very nice gentleman of Indian descent who has made friends with me because he's always there when I walk in, and we've gotten a good rapport. And I walked in and he just started laughing and was like, "I'm taking a picture with you," and that's going on our Instagram. Now, I think he could tell I was horrified by that prospect because he didn't ask me for the actual picture before I left. But there you go.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
I love it. And, because it's a wing place, I'm sure it's not weird for him. He probably asks a few of his customers.
Yeah.
That's just part of his business, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I get it. He's used to it. All right. For me, I will do.
I like the reveal, by the way.
Thank you. That was why I was so insistent.
Absolutely.
Go and tell. I've been wearing t-shirts this whole time. I'm sweating my ass off.
Good.
For me, one
I'd
time
love to wear.
I'd
I'd love to. Yeah, that's a great shirt, dude. That's a stage shirt right there.
I love it. I did a Vegas trip with a few of my friends, and without realizing it, everything I ate was some sort of pie. I had a chicken pot pie that day. I had pizza. I had an apple pie. And I didn't realize it, and then gave me the nickname Pie Guy for years to come because all I ate was pie. And I got this little pie guy as a present from one of my friends.
Pie guy.
I like that.
So there's my pie guy.
Is that pumpkin pie?
No, it's like
Looks like a chocolate.
yeah. Well, there's like white.
All right,
too.
Gary, come on.
Marble pie. I don't know.
Wow, Matt.
But
By the
anyway,
way, Dawson's joke was solid and didn't get enough love.
what
I
was
didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Pie guy.
guy.
Pie guy.
I
That's
like
good.
that. All right, and Caelan, what do you have?
I just have this little picture right here that I thought you all might like a little bit. Oh, wrong way around. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, is that a second baby or is that from the first one?
That is Isla's little sister.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
You know,
That's awesome, dude.
I was really hoping we were going to do this on Wednesday because it was April Fool's Day. And then that way you might have thought I was joking, but I wasn't. It wasn't going to be a thing, but that's okay. Today was just a bit of a reveal.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice reveal, man.
There you
That's
Wow,
go.
so you were also
Explicable.
were really hoping we were doing this.
Yeah. So
That's
anyway,
amazing.
Caelan,
Yeah.
that's an easy second
Wow.
place in Matt's Spacex Cup. So congratulations.
I
Yeah, thank
intended
you.
to take this shirt off out of embarrassment. Mine was
Yeah.
so whack. Wow.
Yeah, stupid.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
awesome.
I assume Chris was in on
Wow.
this, or it was just pure dumb luck that Caelan went last to shut us all down. Jesus Christ.
Obviously,
It
Chris
seems
has,
like it. Yeah.
obviously Chris has actually known about this. So I
Oh,
told him to do
Christopher.
me last so I could do the reveal.
Okay.
All right,
Seems
man.
like there was some prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Little bit.
congratulations, Caelan. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I can't think of a better note to go out on.
Woo!
Yeah, we'll follow Dawson at Los Angeles, Matt at Matt Fondiler, Gary at G. Patrick Smith, also Reasonable Doubt tomorrow, Judd Apatow.
You know, I appreciate the plug, but I think we have to edit out everything but Caelan's show and tell.
Why?
Because
Sure
we're
to
gonna make
cup,
people wait
Chris.
47. We're gonna make people wait 51 minutes for that. That was
That's the
fucking
whole
crazy.
point. There you
Caelan.
go.
Well done.
Only
Thank
the
you.
hardcore
Thank you.
will
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Wow.
Caelan-
Chris, are you trying to get rid of us? Because we
After
still got to
reveals.
give plugs.
no,
I'm over here with
Let's
fucking
just
cat
give the plugs.
shenanigans. Caelan,
I wanted to end it on that high note, but look, we're already up here. We're already in heaven.
Jesus.
Let's just bask in this and get our
Oh,
plugs in
I am-
more here.
I am so impressed.
Yes.
I couldn't be happier for you, brother.
Thank
Please
you.
send Amy our love. Give her a big kiss from me. and Joe.
Congratulations.
We will.
Us
Amazing.
too.
All right, Dawson. Let's get our plugs in then. Dawson, what you got?
I want to say thanks to Adam Carolla and cigars.com.
Cigar.com, I believe.
Cigar.com.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. That's who I'm plugging today. Thanks,
Yeah,
Ace.
Nice.
All right, Matt, what about you?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier, and just I'll say what Dawson likes to say: be kind to one another.
Yes, absolutely. As for me, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I've been playing some mini acoustic concerts live, and yeah.
You know, someone brought up Step Brothers recently, and I was in your acoustic live set yesterday, and I put live from the Laxi pad. But when you went to in between songs, I wanted to type in all caps Piano Man, which is a Step Brothers reference, but I didn't know if anyone, including you, would get it, and I just decided not to.
I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't have gotten that. Actually.
The Catalina Wine Mixer, there's an 80s Billy Joel band, and there's a drunk guy who's asking for 90s Billy Joel songs, and they end up getting angry.
I'll learn Piano Man just in case for next time. Yeah, so I play like random acoustic shows every once in a while live, so tune in for those. Gary, what about you?
You know, just because I'll Reasonable Doubt with Judd Apatow, absolutely, and I'll just say what I said to him privately. Thank you to Adam Carolla for keeping us all employed and insured during this time. Dawson came in first with it, and I sent him an email a few days later saying, I know this is going to come off as kiss ass because you already acknowledged Dawson's, but I don't care because his point
He
is
loves
correct.
a kiss ass though, so go for
Yeah,
it.
no, I know, but you know, as Adam said, it was like the guy at the friend's house who says, "Thanks, Mrs. Jenkins, the lasagna is awesome," and then the next three kids, it doesn't count. But I just said to him, I don't give a shit if that's how it comes off because it's correct. Like my family is insured because has income because Adam is going out of his way to keep everyone employed. I appreciate that during this time, especially. Income's important, but insurance more than anything else, very important. So thank you to Adam Carolla, and check him, Mark Arias, and Judd Apatow out tomorrow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Caelan.
Yeah, so as you might already know, my gaming days are pretty numbered at this point. I don't think I'm going to be getting much in the future, so I might as well enjoy it now while I can. So Sour Shoes is where you find me on Warzone. And it'll be fun playing with you for a few months before I go away forever.
Here, wrote it down.
Number 902-2599. There you go. That's
There we are. Caelan, can you give us an example of like what some of your what you say when you're playing the game? Like,
Well, wait, can I back it up? Do we already know for sure that it's a sister? Is that another girl?
Yeah, we do.
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
It is.
So much happened in such a short time. I'm having
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah.
Gary's wearing that shirt and just
I feel like such a dickhead right now.
Gary's like, I'm gonna win this one, dude. I got the greatest shirt ever.
It was all for naught.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Follow
congrats,
Caelan
buddy.
at Sour Shoes 9573862.
I know, 2
That's not the number.
599.
90210.
Well, people found it, so
Yeah.
follow Caelan, and we'll see you next week. Good hanging with you guys. All right. Bye. Congratulations,
Bye.
Caelan.